So, I've heard some bad news relating to the Vita recently from a developer friend, and I've been doing some digging to learn more and confirm this to other sources. I've now confirmed the information from multiple developers, but I won't be including any names here as they all want to remain anonymous. I'll break down what I've been told. Firstly, due to the coronavirus, Sony is not able to QA all games. Right now they're QAing 50% of PS4 titles, no Vita titles and no PSVR titles. This makes absolute sense given everything that's going on. If each country's lockdown ends soon, then there won't be too much impact to games releasing from May onwards. But if this does continue, then we're likely to see a drought of Vita content from May. Even when QA does get back up to speed, there will be a backlog of releases to review, so a delay for titles will be inevitable. This is unfortunate, but Sony are doing the right thing. Summer may be an even better time to catch up on your backlog of Vita games. Second piece of news. Sony is not allowing smaller devs to determine when their games go on sale. Now, a game going on sale can give a title a huge boost, and a chance for indie developers in particular to have an uptick in income for that month. Not knowing when their game goes on sale means they have no control over that. It seems like this is for smaller devs only, and it probably does help Sony in terms of managing various developer requests, but with Sony now in charge of sales, we may be looking at a lot less Vita sales in future, and even less PSP game sales. When PlayStation were promoting their Spring 2020 sale, I was hoping we'd see a good number of Vita and PSP titles on the list, but we barely got anything. My worry is that this will be a continuing trend, and that less of these games will be going on sale in future. Coupled with the stealth delisting of Gran Turismo and Wipeout Pure on PSP, the outlook doesn't look great. Okay, the final news is definitely the worst, and it's in relation to Vita kart production. Vita fans are aware that kart production is still continuing in Asia, and East Asia Soft has been amazing at keeping physical games coming. Cartridges stopped being produced in other regions since March 2019, and now it's happening in Asia. I've heard and confirmed from multiple devs that kart production in Asia is coming to an end. Developers have until this summer to submit their games for physical printing, and the last karts will be produced early 2021. I've heard a few different months from developers, but the timings of summer and the start of next year is consistent. This was inevitable, of course, and hopefully multiple games can still be sent to production soon to make that cutoff. But we are well and truly looking at the end of Vita physicals. Digital games are unaffected, but it's worth remembering that sales of digital games is not huge on Vita, and many games don't make their money back. A physical release helps developers fund their games and justify a Vita port. This will ultimately impact the number of future games we get on the system. This may be the end of Vita kart production, and this is all crappy news. But let's remember that this year we've had so many Vita games released already, more than I've been able to keep up with for sure. I have a big backlog of games to play, so I'll still be playing my Vita for a long time to come. I haven't even finished Trails of Cold Steel 1 yet. So guys, I know this is rubbish news, but what are your thoughts on the global end of Vita carts? Are there any games you were hoping we'd see printed physically? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.